The Cheston Podcast. Yo. Good morning. Welcome to the Cheston Podcast. I know it's been like a minute. I took like a little 2-month break, which is very much needed. I needed a 2-month break after 26 episodes. I did my thing on season 1. But yeah, I mean, good morning, everybody. If you came back, this is season 2, the season 2 premiere. I actually had a theme song and everything. Took notes, took advice. We're doing better this time around. It is a Tuesday morning. This is the first episode for season 2 of the Cheston Podcast. I'm so excited to be back. And I really didn't know how I was going to do this episode. I was like, am I going to sit here and recap everything that happened the last 2 months? No, I'm not going to do that because, I mean, to be honest with you, in the last 2 months, not a lot of interesting headlines have happened. A lot of clickbait. So, I mean, I'm going to probably bring up, a few things that happened in the past few months. Hold on, I'm about to sip my coffee. It's early this morning. I was so excited to do this, so I got up really early and I was like, I'm going to do it right. I'm going to record. I'm going to, we're going to do this right for season 2. So hold on, let me take a sip. I'm sorry. Okay. So first things first. Okay. So since I'm back, we're just going to go ahead and recap the previous week. Remember, this is a weekly podcast. Okay. So anyways, for those who, if I do have new listeners, which will be a very good blessing of a shock for me. But if I do have new listeners out there, so this is the Cheston Podcast. This is basically a weekly pop culture topic subject type of podcast. Every week, every Tuesday, I drop an episode recapping the previous week, all the celebrity news, things that have happened. I cover music, fashion, sports, movies, TV, basically all entertainment. I do refrain from the shade room type of style, Hollywood Unlocked type of style reporting. Like I don't do that. I report facts. This is not a gossip podcast. I mean, I do give my opinion and I do, I do throw out the allegeds a lot. But what I will say is that I stick to the facts. Like, I'm not here to be messy. This is not that podcast. If you want to, hear gossip and people talking trash about celebrities, that's not me. I'm here to deliver what is factual and what has been out there. So I just want to give you a little recap of what this podcast, what this podcast is. Okay. So this is the Cheston Podcast. I am your host, Cheston, and we're going to go ahead and get into these hot topics for the week of May 8th to May 14th. Okay. All right, but before I get into them, one thing I had to do, I have to give a shout out to Nicki Minaj. She's the only one that's like doing things right now in female rap in 2023. We are about to be halfway through 2023, and she is the only one that is like putting out multiple songs and doing her thing. And, and on top of that, we have to congratulate her because Super Freaky Girl, the song that just came out like 9 months ago, it is already certified double platinum in the US. Hold on, I gotta do a nice little clap for her. I hope that wasn't too loud in the microphone. I just had to clap for her, Shout out to Nicki Minaj. She's my favorite. She's honestly right now, she's my favorite rapper overall. Male, female, she's my favorite. She is. She's dope. You can't fuck with Nicki Minaj. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't compare her to anybody else. There's no point in me bringing up anybody else out. Shout out to Ice Spice too. She's doing her thing too. A lot of her stuff is going like gold. She's selling over like 500,000 copies. That's what I want to see. I don't care about how you dress, how flashy your videos are. If you're doing, 8 counts to your raps, that's not impressing me. What impresses me is, the engagement. Are you going viral? Are you, are your fans showing up and showing out? Like, that's what impresses me. I think that's what matters. That's what should matter, but that's not what people focus on. People focus on like the stupid shit that's not even you know, female rap has gone is so diluted now. It's nothing like the 90s, like where bitches really had to, you know, rap. Okay, you had to really rap. Nobody was focused on choreography. I mean, yes, everybody knows to be that girl, but that's hip hop in general. To be that dude or that girl, you have to be dressed down. So that's a given. Okay, so you have to wear the designers duds, but that's not the point. That's not my point. Anyways, let me get back on track. Congratulations, Nicki Minaj, on going double platinum for Super Freaky Girl, which is like an awesome song. Personally, I like the Queen mix. That's my favorite version of that song. That's where she had JT, Katie Got Bands, Akbar, Malibu Mitch, and Bia on that remix, which was dope. I was really looking forward to it because she was teasing that there was a part two. She said other female rappers turned in their verses, but she told them to, you know, step their pen up. And I would love to know those names, but of who did not make that remix that did come out. But yeah, that's my favorite version of that song. Deserves to be. I mean, I knew that song was going to be double platinum. That song was like a major hit. It was everywhere. Everybody loved that song. But anyways, once again, congratulations, Nicki Minaj. I'm looking forward to your album. Keep doing your thing, girl. I can't wait till you go on tour. You're looking good. You're looking amazing. She just dropped the Red Ruby. Okay, first of all, that's one thing I'm going to say. The best rap song right now for me of 2023 is Red Ruby Da Sleaze. Well, okay. If we're going to categorize, okay, well, the best female rap song for me of 2023 is Red Ruby Da Sleaze. And then number 2 is Princess Diana, the remix with her and Ice Spice. So Nicki Minaj is running another lap around these girls. Okay, so don't compare her. You know, I've seen a lot of people taking jabs at her. She needs people. She's using people. Nicki Minaj don't need to use. Nicki Minaj is the standard. We're gonna leave it at that. All right. So let's go ahead and get into these hot topics because I don't want to sit here and just talk about Nicki Minaj. I mean, I love Nicki Minaj, but that's not what I am a barb, but this is not a podcast dedicated to, you know, but the crazy thing is I probably could start a podcast that's just, that's a good idea. That's just dedicated to Nicki Minaj. But anyways, okay. I'll think about that outside of this. But let me go ahead and get to these hot topics for the previous week, May 8th to May 14th. All right, the first story that's been all over the place. Britney Spears is brutally honest, quote unquote. That's what it's being called. Her book, that's her memoir that's about to be, that's set to come out. Everybody's saying that it's quote unquote brutally honest, and the book is delayed over concerns from A-listers. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. So Page 6 is reporting Britney Spears' memoir has been put on hold over concerns from some A-listers who know her. The book's publisher, Simon & Schuster, received strongly worded legal letters from those who fear what she's written. Okay. So there's a lot of people shaking, that, you know, probably have crossed paths with Britney Spears behind the scenes. And Britney Spears, okay, side note, Britney Spears is a Sagittarius. So I know that she's going to put every single detail into this book. Like, I believe she is brutally honest because we are a brutally honest sign. I mean, we are, because I'm a Sag. I'm a Sag sun sign. I'm not even going to tell you what my rising and my moon is because I don't even like my rising and my moon. But I will tell you my sun is Sagittarius, okay? And that's what I resonate with. That's who I feel like I am. I feel like everything about me, I have nothing but Sagittarius traits. But I'm not going to lie to you. I do see a little bit of minor little traits, little traits of my moon and my rising. Once again, I'm not going to tell you what my moon and rising is because I don't like it. I wish I could change my moon and rising myself, but you can't change the time you were born or the day you were born. So it's like literally in me, that moon and rising. I'm not even going to bring it up. But anyways, so as a Sagittarius, we are a brutally honest sign. Like if you push us, especially like we try to, you know, tiptoe around the truth because we don't like to hurt people's feelings. We really care about other people. We have a lot of empathy for people. So we'll like walk around. But if we don't like you, we're just harsh. We'll just flat out bluntly tell you what it is. And a lot of people don't, a lot of people can't take our mouths. A lot of people cannot take a Sagittarius's mouth. Hence, Nicki Minaj, fucking Candace from Real Housewives of Potomac, fucking Nene Leakes. There's a lot of, one thing we are good at is we can spar with words. We can spar with words. The one thing I will tell you about a Sagittarius is we can go word for word with somebody because we know how to use our words and we know how to cut you deep. But anyways, Britney Spears, I do believe, as a Sagittarius, she's a sun Sagittarius. I don't know her moon and rising, but as a sun sign Sagittarius, they're saying that this book, the publishers, they, I guess, because, they edit the book. They obviously read it before it's about to be released. So they're saying that it's a brutally honest book. Okay. Continuing on, remember, this is the book that she got the $15 million payday for. Like, it was all over the news that she got paid like $15 million for this book. The publisher has said, and I quote, this book is brutally honest, like I said before, and they said that it's inspiring. It will shake the world. I like that. And it's an instant bestseller. Hands down. I cannot wait. I'm gonna pre-order it whenever it's ready. I'm ready to read this book, Brittany. Like, I know she's gonna let us know the tea from. Well, anyways, okay. So let me tell you what the book covers. The book covers from her childhood to her career, her record-breaking career, everything that's happened in her career from the beginning with Baby One More Time to Oops, I Did It Again to dating Justin Timberlake to her, VMA performance. She's gonna cover everything that's happened in her career. Okay. Even in her breakup with Justin, all that, getting married to K-Fed, all her little dating tryst, even her little baby. They said that she's even going to be talking about some affairs she's had. I am gagged. I think that's probably the most, I don't know why though, because you got to remember celebrities are normal people. So why am I gagged that these normal people are hooking up with normal people, like they're normal people. They just are more recognized. They have more, what am I trying to say? They're just more recognized by the masses because, they put themselves out there to become a public figure. So I guess when somebody's like in the public eye, you don't really see them as human. You see them as something like larger than that because, I'm not going to lie to you. Excuse me. I'm sorry. When I see somebody on TV and then like especially somebody famous, if I see somebody famous on TV and then you see them in person, it is kind of like a shock because not everybody can make it on TV. Like, not everybody can make it on, MTV, VH1. And I'm not talking about them reality stars. I'm not talking about the Love and Hip Hop, the Jersey Shores. No. If I saw them, I probably would walk past them. Those are not celebrities to me. Like, reality show people are not celebrities to me. Housewives are not celebrities to me. I feel like reality show people are just normal people that, like I said before, because you see them on TV, you automatically think they're famous. Because like I said before, not everybody can make it on TV. Oh my God. Full circle. So anyways, okay. So, moving on, back to Britney's book. I'm sorry, I'm just going all over the place with my rants, okay? So, like I said before, the book covers from her childhood to her career to the battle with her family over her conservatorship, which is, like, still ongoing, okay? But Britney Spears, she has mentioned previously on an Instagram post that she had 3 different versions of the book. So, I'm guessing, like, there's one where she's, like, flat out telling everything word for word, verbatim, her memory of what's happened. That's probably like really raw. Then they probably were like, okay, we're gonna have to water that down. We're gonna have to edit some stuff out. And there's like an edited version, and then there's like an edited version. I don't know. I don't know how she's gonna do this because you really can't say names. You can't. Like, people can file stuff against you and probably gag her. So. And I know Britney Spears, I know she just wants to put her truth out there. She just wants the world to know the truth, her truth. She just wants to tell the story her way and exactly what happened. As all Sagittarius is, we don't want nobody telling our story. We have to tell our story. That's very much a Sagittarius trait. And man, like, I think this book it's definitely going to break records. And I think it's going to be so big that they're going to try to, get her to make a movie about it. And Britney Spears, she's against making, like, I don't think she sees herself, and she's not. For real, you guys, people that don't like her, you guys, you're lucky that she's not feeling like, getting up again and getting her ass in the studio and going to a dance studio and working on her choreo. You're lucky that she's not inspired right now, because I'm telling you, if Britney Spears decides to tap into music again and create an album, but on her terms this time, like, nobody's running the show, she's running the show like she used to, like the first 4 albums that she put out. If she gets back into that headspace again, I'm telling you, she's gonna be unstoppable. Her last song with Elton John and her, it charted on the Billboard Hot 100, and it did very well. And she didn't really promote it. She wasn't in the music video. Like I'm just telling you, like, imagine if she actually put the effort in of promoting her stuff and shooting, promos and music videos. Like, if she actually got into that spirit and that energy of being inspired again, she would be unstoppable. Like, anybody loves an underdog story. Anybody loves a story where you go from, a hard situation to winning again, and I do believe, like, one day Britney Spears she's gonna come back to it. She's not done. But continuing on, Britney Spears, TMZ is set to release a horrible special titled I don't even know why I'm telling y'all the title, but I'm gonna tell y'all the title because y'all need not to watch it. So TMZ investigates Britney Spears, The Price of Freedom. Do not watch that crap. It is nothing but clickbait, false information. It's obvious that, and I'm going to put allegedly in front of this. So allegedly, it's obvious that Lou Taylor and TriStar Entertainment, they have TMZ on payroll. And if you ever notice, TMZ, they're taking, somebody's paying them to trash certain artists. Like, there's certain artists that they run smear campaigns on. They're doing it to Britney Spears. They're doing it to Nicki Minaj. And TMZ's the only the only source where they'll make a fucking documentary about Cardi B and praising her on the things she's done for rap and the door she's opened. Girl, get the fuck out of here. I'm not even gonna speak on that. Like I said, TMZ is not even a credible source no more. You know what? They never were a credible source. TMZ is the start of the demise of celebrity. Like, they basically were the beginning of, we're gonna show you the ugly, like what's really behind the curtain. Because remember, before that, there was like, people were paid off. You would never hear bad things about celebrities. Like, it was a well-oiled machine. But then, you got people like Harvey, whatever I don't even know, Harvey from TMZ. I don't even know his full fucking name, but Harvey, he fucking started something where he knew that, people, the public, want to see the ugly of celebrity. So he provided a platform of that. He's like the original, unfortunately. So, but like I said, do not watch that TMZ special. All these publications are just printing these stories, which is like, it's so sad. But like I was saying, the special is nothing but clickbait. It's full of false claims and old footage, which is crazy to me. Like, you guys can't find no new footage of Britney Spears. Obviously not, because she's in her fucking house, minding her fucking business. You guys are so people. But like I said, I think it's TriStar Entertainment. They're trying to smear her. Trying to make her look crazy, trying to make her look bad now that she's out of this conservatorship. Like, oh my God, she's a danger to herself and others. How? Britney Spears has not been doing nothing but posting videos of her dancing in her living room on fucking Instagram, or her chopping up fruit in her kitchen. I've not seen her, all these reports that she's taking, caffeinate, like she's trying to take energy drinks to stay updated. I have not seen her on any of her fucking social media drinking a Red Bull, or she's always talkative. She's scared to even drink alcohol. So it's like, you guys are picking at somebody that she's scared to even. Britney Spears is not trying to do no talk show. She's scared of people. She does not trust people. If you can't trust your family, you can't trust no fucking body. Flat out. So I get her mentality. I get how she's seeing it. She don't want to deal with nobody. So she's like, but her best bet, and I hate to say this, and she probably don't want to do this, but her best bet would be to leave LA. She needs to move out of LA. She probably should move overseas. I don't know. Like, take a year off over there. I don't know. But, because it just seems like they're just going to keep fucking with her. It's like a smear campaign, like I was saying. But Britney's attorney, Matthew Rosengart, this is the same attorney that Madonna referred Britney to. Yes, Madonna. Madonna's on her shit. She always got the best of the best. So she referred this attorney to Britney Spears, and he was the one that helped her get out of the conservatorship. Like, he did the damn thing. But anyways, he has begun, Mr. Rosengart, he has begun offering his services pro bono, free of charge. Okay, do you know what that means? This man is so invested and cares so much about Britney Spears, is that he's gonna help her free of charge. He's gonna help her to the end. And you know what? Okay, but listen. So this is why it's pro bono. I'm gonna go. Let me finish. I'm sorry. I get so excited that I don't even finish the rest of it. But let me finish the rest of it, and then I'm gonna get into it. Okay. So currently, Britney Spears and him, they have an ongoing court case against her father and her former business manager, which is Lou Taylor, with TriStar Entertainment. And FYI, they are still repping plenty of celebrities. So there's plenty of celebrities out there that are supporting this organization that locked up Britney Spears and allegedly locked up Britney Spears and took money out of her account. Depleted her net worth. I'm gonna let you know, the Kardashians, all of them are under Lou Taylor and TriStar Entertainment. Who else? Meghan Trainor. There's a few. Like, it's well known, and then for them to be clients for them, you can tell who are clients for them, because they kind of tiptoe talking about Britney Spears and her conservatorship. So I just want to let you guys know that the Kardashians, yes, they are supportive of the people that had Britney Spears locked up in her conservatorship, basically. Allegedly, I'm going to say that. Okay, so like I was saying before, Britney and her attorney, they have an ongoing court case against her father and former business manager Lou Taylor and TriStar Entertainment over legal fees and accounting. Okay, so far, I'm going to let you know that, look at this and compare this in contrast. Okay, so far, since Britney Spears met Rosengart, to date, she has paid him over $4 million, right? But when Britney's father was over her conservatorship, and he had all them attorneys in her pocket and everybody in her pocket, $36+ million was taken from Britney Spears, from her account. $36+ million. Compared to the $4 million she paid this one man that got her. Obviously, he knows he's good at his shit, because he got her out of the conservatorship. He did that. Okay, I fuck with Mr. Rosengart. He's like an angel, and I really want him to put himself in the position of like manager. If she, like, anything business related, I think she needs to have him involved, because he genuinely is somebody good. Somebody she can trust. Probably the only person she fucking trusts right now that is in the business. Like, yeah. But anyways, I'm excited for that book to come out. I hope Britney Spears, finds justice with her, her court case and everything going on. But I'll keep you guys posted with that story. Moving on. Tom Cruise and Shakira were seen hanging out at the F1 Miami Grand Prix 2023. Page 6 reports Shakira and Cruise were seen hanging out. Sources say Cruise is extremely interested in pursuing her. That is a weird couple. But, famous people, they cross paths and you never know who's gonna like end up liking each other or not. Like, for example, Kendall Jenner and freaking Bad Bunny. That's interesting, but okay. But Tom Cruise and Shakira, I could not see that. Tom Cruise, very private man. You can tell he has a lot going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. Somebody, one day I think there's going to be a documentary that comes out that's going to shock the world about him. Honestly. That's what I think. But okay, moving on. They are both single, Shakira and Cruise. Shakira just moved to Miami with her 2 sons in April of this year. And they're saying Cruise likes her because, one thing that, he really likes about Shakira is that she's shorter than him because, Tom Cruise is 5'7". I did not know that. That's a tiny man. So he's 5'7" and she's 5'2". So he likes that. You got to remember, he was married to Nicole Kidman, who's like 5'11" without heels, or 5'10", and she towered over that man. And yeah. I think he has like Napoleon syndrome. He has like a short man type of syndrome situation. I think that's what Cruise is going through. But anyways, sources say that Shakira has no interest in dating him, so she shut that down. I guess, they were just photographed, having conversation, friendly conversation. But in the same week, last week, she was seen with Lewis Hamilton on a boat. He picked her up on a boat from her Miami mansion, and they went off, to go spend time together, I guess. Now, for those of you who don't know who Hamilton is a Grand Prix Formula One champion, legend. Like, he is that dude. If anybody knows Nicki Minaj, this is how I know Lewis Hamilton. One year, I would say like 2018, she went to Dubai with him. I don't know if they were dating. I think it's alleged that they were, had a little fling, but she was out there with him, and they were on like dirt bikes together, and they went to fashion shows together. So I think maybe they had a little, a little fling, a little flingy fling. She was single at the time. This is before, her husband now. So that's how I know Lewis Hamilton. He seemed like a cool dude. It just seems like Shakira is living her best life in Miami. And one thing I was thinking, I was like, well, maybe she should join, Real Housewives of Miami. That woman is not going to do that. Shakira is not going to join no Real Housewives of Miami. She's like, she's still doing well this year. Like, this year, she's still doing some things, okay? Her collab with Karol G did numbers, and then she did that session with that producer that went viral. She's doing her damn thing. Like, Shakira, but I've always liked Shakira. I never had a problem with Shakira. I think Shakira has an energy, a light that, people are attracted to, a likeness. Like, I'm not even going to bullshit you. When she did the Super Bowl with Jennifer Lopez, I was more intrigued with her. Well, I don't know. I can't say that because I like J-Lo. I like J-Lo. I don't have a problem with J-Lo. But I did like Shakira's set. I liked hers. I don't know. Okay. But anyways, I'm sure, people are going to keep an eye out on Shakira and what's going on in Miami since she's moved out there, because she's just been making the headlines on with, being seen with Tom Cruise, Lewis Hamilton. Girl, you better live your best life. But anyways, moving on. Robert DeNiro has revealed he has become a father to his 7th child at age 79. Page 6 reports De Niro's rep confirms he has welcomed his 7th child. Oh my God, that's 79? 79? That's risky. Like, how is that selfish? Is that wrong of me to say somebody's selfish? Like, is that selfish of a person to have a child at 79, knowing that there's a chance they probably won't even... I hate, God forbid, knock on wood. I mean, medicine is advanced, so I'm not saying, Robert De Niro's going to croak in like 5 years. But there's a possibility that, this, I'm just going to pray on it, because I just think it's crazy to have a kid at 79. But men do it all the time. Men have kids in their 70s all the time, so it's nothing new. I think Janae Aiko's father, but I think he was in the 60s. No, I think he was in the 70s. I don't know, but men do it all the time, obviously. So the mother of his current, the mother of his child is his current girlfriend, Tiffany Chin. The two worked on the film. They worked together on the film The Intern in 2015. That's how they met. They've been linked, I guess, been dating since 2021. DeNiro, he says that he's not surprised to have a kid at 79, and the pregnancy was planned. So this was a planned pregnancy. Okay. Well, one thing, the child is always going to be good. The mom's going to always be there. I mean, she's a lot younger than DeNiro. So I guess he's just going to grow up knowing that his father was this, Hollywood legend, I guess. But God forbid, I hope he gets to at least make it to 10 years old for the kid or something. 79 is like up there to have a child. But okay, congrats, Mr. DeNiro and Miss Chin. All right, moving on. Jay-Z's alleged son. I did not even want to do this story. Do you know how conflicted I was to do this story? Because I love the Carters. I do. I love Jay-Z and Beyonce. I don't have no bad things to say about them. I mean, there's some things like business decisions I question, but I love their love. I love that they love each other. I love that they became this power couple. I just love the dynamic of it, an alpha woman and an alpha man being together and making it work. That's how I see it. But anyways, Jay-Z's alleged son files new court order forcing him to take DNA tests. I did not want to believe this, but it's true when it's being reported on the major publication sites. Okay, so Page 6 reports the man who alleges he is the secret child of Jay-Z has filed a court order to make Jay-Z take a DNA test. The man is now 30. He says this is not going to be over until justice is served. I didn't want to say his name, but I didn't want to say his full name. You guys can look this story up. You guys will find, they have pictures of the dude. They have his full name, but I'm going to call him by his last name. So we're going to call him Mr. Satterthwaite. Mr. Satterthwaite. Mr. Satterthwaite. That's his last name. Okay. So continuing on. I'm sorry. Hold on. I thought I was going to sneeze. Okay. Okay. So he says he just wants to live his life in hopes that Jay-Z would want to be a part of his life. Interesting. And then he alleges his mother hooked up with Jay-Z in the early 1990s on and off. Jay-Z has consistently denied the allegations. His attorneys released a statement saying quote unquote, the allegations have been previously reviewed thoroughly by the courts and have been refuted. I am sure that will be the outcome of whatever filings Mr. Satterthwaite, yes, they called him by his last name, Mr. Satterthwaite, may be currently considering. The alleged son is also an aspiring rapper. That took me out. I had to throw that in there. It's coming on. It's sounding like somebody wants some clout. But okay. And he says when he was 8, his mother told him Jay-Z was his dad. She alleges that the condom broke. And get this. Okay, so back in 2011, his mother filed a civil suit in New Jersey seeking child support. The lawsuit got dismissed due to being filed in the wrong state and was never refiled. Okay, so I guess fast forward from 2011 to 2023, the alleged son is feeling like he still wants an answer from Jay-Z, and he's filed this lawsuit now to make it's the suit to make him take the DNA test, which I think is bold. And God forbid, knocking on wood, if Jay-Z is the father, he needs to man up to this. I've seen a picture of the dude. Me personally, he doesn't have the Jay-Z look. One thing I can tell you is that all Jay-Z's kids have a look. Like they all look like him. I don't know how to explain it. You could just tell that they are the spawns of Jay-Z. Okay, like all his kids, all the ones he's had with Beyonce, they all look like him. Like you can see a strong resemblance between him and Jay. A strong resemblance between them and Jay is what I meant to say. But yes, I've seen pictures of him. I don't really think he resembles Jay-Z to me, but I could be wrong. And if this gets, if it like is successful, we'll be, we'll be waiting for those results to see, if Jay-Z is in fact his father. But I mean, if Jay-Z keeps saying, he's not the dad, and by doing this, maybe he just needs to do this to put it to rest, I don't know why he will wait this long, but maybe he didn't want to entertain it. I don't know. Can't tell you what's going on in Jay-Z's head, but continuing on with Jay-Z, he's eyeing New York to open a casino, Caesar's Palace, Times Square. Recently, New York City got approved for a gaming license. So now everybody's everybody's eyeing, building casinos out there, making it a kind of like Las Vegas. Like that's what I'm seeing, They're trying to make, the Times Square like slots everywhere, like a Vegas scene. That's going to be interesting. But okay, moving on. Beyonce kicks off her Renaissance World Tour 2023. Oh my God, I've been seeing all the footage online. She looks freaking amazing. Can't believe Beyonce is like so small. Like, I mean, not saying like because she always gets in like tip top shape for a tour. So not shocked about that, but I just can't believe like how fast it was. Like, but we haven't seen her in so long, and she's been hidden. So I'm sure she's like in that amount of time she was like working it off. But continuing on, Page Six reports. I saw it, but on YouTube, her show opened in Stockholm, Sweden. It was nearly a 3-hour show. She has a 36-song set list, and Forbes estimates her tour will gross nearly $2.1 billion, which will make it the most successful concert series of all time. Renaissance, the album, took home 4 Grammys earlier this year. Beyonce is going viral for her lack of dancing at this first show, the Stockholm, Sweden show. Fans are speculating a foot surgery, and the only reason why they're doing that is because in January, a music journalist tweeted Beyonce had undergone foot surgery prior to her performance at the resort, her resort show in Dubai that she performed in. Her tour hits the U.S. in July. I think by then she's going to be showing out in the States. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, she really doesn't have to, but Beyonce, I mean, she really has nothing to prove. I mean, she's put on many tours where you guys could have seen her doing full out, choreography. I feel like this tour is a celebration of not only the Renaissance album, a great album, but also just her career, because the set list is crazy. Like, she's singing songs I didn't even think she was going to sing live, I guess. Okay, so the set list, I have it here. She starts off with slow songs, ballads at the beginning of the show, which is crazy. Normally she's like comes out with Crazy in Love, like just ready to just go. But okay, so she opens with Dangerously in Love, part 2. She goes to Flaws and All, then 1+1, then she goes into I Care, and then the Renaissance starts. She gets into I'm That Girl, Cozy, Alien Superstar / Sweet Dreams. She does like a mashup between those two songs. And then we got Lift Off, Cuff It, Energy, Break My Soul, Formation, Diva, Run the World, Girls, My Power, Black Parade. Right, I didn't even think she was going to perform Black Parade. That was like a single she just dropped out of nowhere, but I love that song. She also does Savage, the remix, Partition, Church Girl, Get Me Bodied, Before I Let Go, Rather Die Young, Love on Top, I Want You Back, Crazy in Love, Plastic Off the Sofa, Virgo's Groove, Naughty Girl, Move, Heated Thick, All Up in Your Mind, Drunk in Love, America Has a Problem, Pure Honey, and Summer Renaissance. Okay, So she just cut out. I don't see no single ladies. I don't see no hit. Like she cut out a good portion of her catalog to make room for the Renaissance, which is like which I'm happy because I really wanted this tour to focus on that album because that album is everything, and to see it live is just oh my god, I want to go so bad to the show. I'm going to figure out a way to go. But speaking of Beyonce, while I was on hiatus, there has been a lot going on with Beyonce, okay, in her world, okay? She parted ways with Adidas over the Ivy Park line, and then the next day she announced her first ever wearable album collaboration with Balmain, called it was titled Renaissance Couture. I posted it on my social media pages. You should probably check it out on my Instagram, the Cheston Podcast, the Cheston Podcast, if you want to see the outfits. The pieces are inspired by the tracks from the Renaissance album, which they're fucking those outfits are everything, and I know they're expensive and they're pricey, but a lot of them pieces look like Schiaparelli pieces. They look very couture, very high fashion. She did that, okay. Then she was blamed for Chloe Bailey's poor album sales week. Her first album sales week. Fans were blaming Beyonce for not promoting the album, which is crazy to me because nobody was promoting Beyonce when she first came out. And I think a lot of, these Gen Zs want their favorite new artists to be pushed by these they want people to swoop down and help them. And I don't think that's the case. If you got it, you got it. You don't need nobody to co-sign you or to push you. If you got it, you can come out and a following will attach itself to you. People will be, automatically be drawn to want to, support you. So I don't get how we're blaming Beyonce for Chloe Bailey's poor album sales week. But anyways, moving on. Most recently, she's challenging the IRS's claims that she owes the U.S. government $2.7 million in back taxes. She has filed a petition arguing that the governing body made several errors in their determinations of her 2018 and 2019 tax returns. So she's basically saying, you guys missed this, you missed these donations, you guys need to go back and look at, what I filed. You guys are not considering these things. So she's challenging that she owes $2.7 million. I never thought I would, hear or see a story about Beyonce, having issues with the IRS. I think that is so crazy to me. But Beyonce, for her to even challenge it, it's not like she don't have it. We all know she has the 2.7 million. She could just pay it and keep on walking, but she's challenging it because obviously she feels like they are not taking into consideration the things she put on her returns in 2018 and 2019. You go, girl, fight it. You got the money to do so. Okay, moving on. The Kelly Clarkson show is being called a traumatizing workplace run by a monster. All right. So Page Six is reporting former staffers and current staffers of the show say that the show creates a toxic work environment that left staffers overworked, underpaid, and traumatized. Oh my God, this is sounding like the Ellen Show all over again. Okay, Kelly, get a hold on this, girl, before you get canceled. Okay, so staffers, they basically spoke to Rolling Stone for an expose. Okay, they claim that they are often bullied and intimidated by producers behind the scenes. They're saying that it is affecting their mental health negatively. One ex-staffer says working on the show is by far the worst experience I've ever had in my entire life. Employees believe the host, Kelly Clarkson, is not aware of what's going on. They believe that she's basically shielded from it. So meaning like they act like they have, these producers are acting like they have some sense when she is around, but when she walks out of the room, they become little, tyrants. They basically are going crazy on, staff members below them, having power trips behind the scenes. And, the staffers are saying Kelly Clarkson is wonderful. They don't have no issue with her. They're just saying that it's the environment behind the scenes on her show, and they're saying that she doesn't know about it, but she should probably get a hold of it before it, gets out of hand, which I could see happening. But Kelly Clarkson has came out and responded, to the allegations, to what's been reported, and she said she did not know any of this was going on behind the scenes, and that going forward, because her show is being moved to the East Coast, so she's going to require everyone on staff goes through, training, employee training, all that type of, training to help a better environment, create a better work environment for everyone. And she said that she's going to include herself in that training, which is awesome. Leading by example. I like Kelly Clarkson. She deserves, her talk show success and all that stuff. She's like dope, and the girl can sing. And, I'm not even gonna lie, I only watched like maybe 3 full seasons of American Idol, and her season, which was the first one, her season I did watch with Justin Guarini, all of them. I watched it. I was like into it. That's like when American Idol first came out. I was making the phone calls and all that. But yeah, I hope you get a hold on this, Kelly, because we all know what happened with Ellen. Her show got the plug got pulled on her show, and now she's sitting somewhere. But the crazy thing is, Ellen knew. That was the gag. Ellen knew that her environment. She knew what those producers were doing to the staff behind the scenes. She just didn't care because she had a nasty attitude. Allegedly, this is I've heard that Ellen is not nice behind the scenes, which is believable, which is very believable. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, so moving on. Jamie Foxx is out of the hospital and recuperating. Page 6 reports Jamie Foxx has been out the hospital for weeks, according to his daughter Corinne Foxx, after Radar Online said his family is preparing for the worst. And journalist Torre, this is crazy, but he alleged he was on life support in the ICU. They just basically took the ball and ran with this story. Everybody just wanted to think the worst when they heard about Jamie Foxx having a situation. But anyways, his daughter Corinne says that they have an exciting work announcement coming this week. Actually, this week, the week that I'm shooting this podcast. Jamie was, for those who don't know, Jamie was hospitalized on April 11th. His daughter says it was due to a quote unquote medical complication. So that's all they're saying. Everybody's being very hush hush about what was going on, but Jamie has broken his silence on Instagram on May 3rd to thank his fans for their supportive messages. So they're saying he's fine, he's walking around, he's getting it back together, and he will be hosting a new show coming out. I'm sure it's sometime this year. I think that is the announcement, is that they're going to be working on another TV show, him and his daughter, coming out this year. So prayers to Jamie Foxx. I hope he gets better. I hope he's feeling better. I hope his medical complication is taken care of and it's under control, and he's able to continue blessing us with all his many talents. Mr. Fox. Shout out to Jamie Foxx. All right, moving on. So Jamie. I was about to say Jamie. Okay, Jonathan Majors. Yes, Jonathan Majors. He is dating, well, allegedly, this is what they're saying. I don't know if this is true or not, but Jonathan Majors dating Megan Good amid assault charges against him. Page 6 reports sources say they have gotten close over the past few weeks, Megan Good and Jonathan Majors, which is like so unlikely a couple. Megan Good doesn't even look like his type. No tea, no shade. I'm just keeping it real with you. But Jonathan Majors is currently facing assault charges. He was arrested last March for allegedly choking an ex-girlfriend in a domestic dispute in Manhattan. Just giving you guys a recap. I know that's like the biggest thing that's been going on. If you guys have not heard about that, yes, they're basically saying that he assaulted his girlfriend allegedly. Okay, I just want to put that out there, allegedly. So. Jonathan Majors, he was charged with strangulation, assault, and harassment. Okay, from that incident in last March. His attorney says he is innocent and he was actually the victim of physical assault, not his ex, and that there's video proof to back it up. Yes, the ex-girlfriend was granted a full temporary restraining order against Jonathan Majors. And Majors, he previously released screenshots of text messages between him and his ex that from that night. And in the text messages, she's telling him that she would make sure nothing happens about this because she told them, the cops, it was her fault for trying to grab his phone. Okay, that's what started the whole incident, I'm guessing. Okay, I don't want to get into race and everything like that, but I think it's fair that I should, mention this. Jonathan Majors is African American. His ex girlfriend is Caucasian, the one that he got the charges for the incident in last March. So if there was some some tussling over a phone, or if she was trying to get to his phone and he was like, wrestling with her over the phone, I can see how cops could see that. And, we all know how cops are in America now. Let's not play blind, I could see how, they were probably thinking they were coming to her aid. But that's not even the crazy part. So let me continue on. Okay, so Jonathan Majors, he was dropped by his talent management firm and his PR firm. You know that if you're dropped by the PR firm, because a PR firm's job is to cover up stories, spin stories, make them, go in your favor when you have bad publicity. So for them to even drop out was crazy to me, okay? So let me continue on. So get this. It was reported also that multiple alleged abuse victims of Jonathan Majors have came forward in, March after that incident happened, and they are working with the Manhattan District Attorney's Office. So they're saying that this is like his MO, like he's done this to other women, assaulted, abused, allegedly. Okay. So to me, when you have many victims like that, I'm thinking that's why the PR firm was like, okay, we can't help this guy. There's nothing we can do. There's just too much evidence on him. So I like Jonathan Majors. I think he's one of the best, excuse me, sorry, burping. I think he's one of the best new talents to come out. I've seen him in so many good things. Like he's a good actor. Like he's the shit. He's on his craft. Like he's really good. I saw him in Lovecraft Country. I did not get to see him in the newest, the last Creed with Michael B. Jordan. But I did see him in that Western movie. I can't think of the title of it. It was on Netflix. It had Regina King in it. It was a really good Western movie. I can't think of the name of it, but he killed it in that one too. Like he's on top of the world. Like it's really sad that you could see that his star was rising. Like he's shooting, because he has like 3 movies coming out this year. It wasn't just the Creed movie. He also had like 3 big movies that were about to come out this year that like were going to show his talents, like how good. Oh, and he's also a villain. He was a villain in the last Ant-Man, right? He was a villain in it. So he's just doing his thing. He was doing his thing. So it's just crazy to me how like he's this rising star, and then all of a sudden all these bad stories are coming out. Like everybody, like it's sad how that happens. How like you could be buzzing and on your way up, and then let's say you made some mistakes in your past. Somehow they come out. Oh my gosh. But I also want to mention that many of his Hollywood friends have distanced themselves from him. For example, if you notice, I have not seen Michael B. Jordan say anything about Jonathan Majors. I have not seen them together since the whole publicity for the Creed 3 movie or whatever. So everybody's kind of like taking a step back from him. Honestly, a lot of people, I'm going to call it out, a lot of people on social media are saying that this is like a stage thing, this whole him dating Megan Good. First of all, she's a black woman that he's dating. So it is coming off like a stunt, trying to get back in the graces of the public, trying to make him look good. If they are really dating, and I hope it's true. I hope it's real. I hope it's not a publicity stunt. If this is true, I hope they, maybe it is like, I hope maybe they are dating and something beautiful is blossoming, in a perfect world. Yes. Okay. That's what I'm thinking. But if we want to be honest, if we want to keep it Hollywood, if we want to keep it 2023 and what the bullshit that be going on behind the scenes, I definitely smell that this is some type of, they're trying to, salvage the damage that has taken place on his career. Like, he had an advertisement with the U.S. Army that I'm sure would have been played for years to come. Like, he would have made money off of that. And they pulled that advertisement when all these allegations came out after that whole incident in March. Like, that one incident in March with his ex-girlfriend, struggling over the phone, like, messed up everything. It really did. And I really hope he's such a talented actor, and I really hope he gets. But it's like, what if it is true? What if he is like this monster and has this past of, abusing women and assaulting women physically and stuff like that? I don't want to think the worst about it. He doesn't give me that. I always felt like, even though he's muscular and he works out and stuff like that, but he gives me like he's I don't want to say a gentle soul, but he seemed like he was a cool dude. He seemed like he was serious about his craft. He comes off like a serious actor that just wants to act and do his roles. He's a great actor. He's a really good actor. But I'll keep you guys continued, of course, on his whole this whole case, the charges against him in Manhattan. Like, I'm gonna keep following that, and I'm gonna follow this whole dating thing with Megan Good, because this is a shock. I know even on social media, a lot of people are shocked that Megan Good and Jonathan Majors, they just seem like two different people, honestly. And but if it's true, it's true. I haven't seen no footage, no pictures, no type of. This is like just being reported. Like, people are just, these are words. I have not seen actual, like Bad Bunny and Kendall Jenner. I was hearing it at first, like, where, people were like, it was whispers, it was being reported. But now, baby, there's multiple pictures and events and things. You've seen them together and all over each other. So that's real. That has been confirmed, okay? Which I'm still shocked about. But, like I said before, I just hope everything. I really hope, Jonathan Majors. I want to wish the best for him, and I really want him to get back on his career and do his thing, because he is, like I said before, a great, phenomenal actor. If you have not seen him in anything, check out Lovecraft Country. It got canceled on HBO, but I think the episodes are still on there. I don't know, because HBO Max, they're taking off. If a show was not successful, if it got canceled, they're like taking it off. They're just deleting all the episodes because they don't want to pay residuals, which is crazy. That's another thing, the writer strike. Pay these writers. Why are we not paying writers? Like, it was well known that you could build a very lucrative, healthy career off of writing. Speaking of writing, I'm writing my own stuff right now. I don't really want to talk about this, because I'm one of them people that like to move in silence. I like to do it, then present it. That's kind of my style. I don't really like to tell people what I'm doing. But speaking of writers, I am writing something. I can't wait till I'm finished. I'm half through it. Okay, so it's a trilogy. I'll just put that out there. It's a trilogy. So book one, I'm halfway through. So I'm really excited about that project. Oh my God, I can't wait to like present that and talk about that on my podcast. Oh, so excited. But back to what I was saying, please pay these writers. And I'm tired of these reboots. We need writers. We need new stories. You guys, stop retelling the same story. Stop trying to, redo everything, or prequel this, post sequel this. Like, come up with new stories. There are talented people out there. You guys are just not looking. You guys are just trying to make money off of the same old stuff. Like with these Harry Potter, series, Twilight series, It prequel series, freaking the one about Jason, the first Jason movie. I can't think of the name. What is that? They're doing a prequel to that. Okay. I can't think of the damn movie. But okay. But I'm just saying, Hollywood has gotten lazy. And I feel like they're trying to cut corners, so that's why they're not trying to pay, writers. They're just trying to just redo the same stories because it's cheaper, basically. They're not trying to pay nobody for new stories and new visions, and which is crazy to me. We have to keep moving forward, people. We have to keep telling new stories. Like, that's the magic of the movies. That's the magic of the TV. Like, get some originality. No more redos, prequels. Like, I'm over it. Let's just stop it. Okay. Anyways, you guys, this was a great show. I love my energy. I love that I did this. I'm so proud of myself. This is episode 1, season 2, baby. We're gonna do 26 episodes this season 2. And mind you, people are like, 26 episodes is a lot. 26 episodes covers 6 months. That's why I do it. I do 26 episodes to cover 6 months, and then the next season is to cover the following 6 months. So that's why I do 26 episodes. We need to get back into, I don't like the 10, 12, 14. No, we need to get back to the 90s where, a whole season was 24 episodes, 26 episodes. That's what I'm doing. Okay. So, like I said before, thank you guys for listening. Okay. That was all the topics for this week. Make sure you subscribe, share, and like on Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, Spotify, and YouTube. Make sure to follow the Cheston Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. A new episode will be uploaded next Tuesday. Okay? Thank you. Peace. Okay, you guys? This was such a good episode. I'm so excited. Okay, well, anyways, thank you guys. Take care. Thank you for listening. Peace.